Today I'm going to talk about 3 online platforms that are available to Irish retail investors. Hi guys, Irish Wealth here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to just talk about investment platforms that are available to Irish investors. I've got a lot of questions lately. A lot of people are unsure. They see a lot of UK, US investors using certain platforms and they're not really sure what's available to Irish investors. So I'm just going to run through 3 of them that I think are useful today. I think one of the main things for an investment platform these days is they need to have a really good user-friendly mobile app and desktop app if you need it. So I'm just going to run through 3 of them and compare and contrast the pros and cons of them. The app I use is called Trading212, where I have just over €1,400 invested. I'll leave a link to Trading212 in the description. If you use my link, you get a free share and I get a free share. I'll also leave a link to Revolut as well if you want to sign up through using that link. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first platform I'm going to talk about is Revolut. They are an online banking app, but they've recently offered trading in the stock market and a whole new wealth area of the app. They do things like trading commodities and cryptocurrencies as well, but I think those are topics for another video, so we're just going to focus on the stock market today. So if we go into their invest section in the stock market and discover all stocks, you'll see that they do have all of the main ones, all of the big companies that you would recognize, but they are missing a few. And one thing to note is that when companies IPO, they can be quite slow to add them in. So there's a potential that you could lose out on that early opportunity with Revolut. Not always, but it can be the case. Another thing to note as well is that they don't offer ETFs at the minute. So if you wanted to invest in the S&P 500 or other index funds, you wouldn't be able to do so on Revolut. So if you're an index fund investor, Revolut may not be the platform for you. So one of the big things when it comes to trading platforms nowadays is you want a low fee option. And this is where I think Revolut really falls down in, is that they only actually offer 3 free trades a month for their standard and plus users. And then you'll get 8 free trades for premium users, and then unlimited for metal users. Now, obviously the price per month to be a premium user and a metal user is fairly significant. So you'd want to be making a lot of trades in a month to see the value back from that. And I think the 3 free trades a month is just a bit too low in terms of your standard plan. So if you go above the 3 free trades, you'll end up actually paying €1 per trade, which is very significant when compared to other competitors. Okay, so the next trading platform I'm going to talk about is Trading212. This is currently the platform that I'm invested with, and I definitely recommend them to you. If you want to check them out, I'll leave a referral link in the description where you'll get a free share and I'll get a free share if you sign up. So let's just jump into Trading212. A little bit of a background. One of the big things you want to know when you're investing with an online broker is if your money's protected. Now with Trading212, UK investors are protected up to £85,000, whereas us in Ireland, we're only protected up to €20,000. So if you're investing an amount over than that, you might want to think about diversifying your risk and maybe, investing up to 20,000 on Trading212 and maybe thinking about going to another broker thereafter. So just to touch on a few of the really good features with Trading212. one feature I definitely think gets overlooked is the practice account. Anyone who signs up will have a practice account, and I think Trading212 give you just 50,000 euro fake money that you can play around with. So I definitely recommend anyone new to investing to spend a good amount of time on the practice account just to get used to investing and how the app works, and see if it's for you. You might find out that investing isn't for you after having a play with it. Another thing to note as well is that I'm using the Trading212 Invest account. They offer a CFD account also, which I don't use. And another thing is that for UK investors, they've got the Trading212 ISA account, but we do not have that access to that in Ireland, as you have to be a UK tax resident to contribute to this. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the pies feature, where you can break down your investments into pies, allocate them percentages for what you want to invest every time you invest. Another really powerful thing with the pie feature and just the app in general is the ability to automate your investing. So definitely a great one for passive investors who just want to chuck in a couple of hundred every month and just have their trades executed for them. So overall, I would definitely recommend Trading212. I think their mobile app is absolutely outstanding. Their customer support can be hit and miss every now and again, but I've always gotten a good response whenever I've gotten through to them. So definitely would recommend Trading212 as a platform. Next broker I'm going to discuss is Degiro, another really popular broker for people in Ireland. They offer things such as shares, ETFs, options, futures, so a really good kind of offering in terms of trading options. One thing to note is they are a low fee broker. However, their fees are slightly higher than Trading212 in that they do charge some commission on trades. It's not a massive amount, but it is something to consider. So if you want to kind of look into their fees and what they charge, you can go onto their website and go onto their fee section, as it is different between, buying Irish shares, European shares, and American shares. So I can't really give a kind of blanket costing as to what buying a single share will cost. So all the information is there for you on their website anyway. Another big thing to consider is the safety of your money. As we discussed earlier on Trading212, you're covered up to £20,000 or €20,000 in fact. In Degiro, it's the same situation, €20,000. And I actually found on a website called Broker Chooser that on Degiro, you're actually protected up to €100,000 in cash and €20,000 in assets. So if you were to be, holding quite an amount of cash with the platform, you're protected. But as long as your capital is invested, you're only covered up to that €20,000. One big advantage of using Degiro for Irish investors is you've got access to the Irish Stock Exchange. So you get access to buying and selling Irish companies, the likes of Bank of Ireland or AIB, Ryanair as well. There's very limited access to this on Trading212. You can currently buy Ryanair, but in terms of, a better exposure to the Irish stock market, then Degiro is probably the one for you. So just to recap on some of the pros and cons of all the platforms, we'll start with fees. Trading212 is a definite winner here in that they don't charge any commission, whereas the other platforms do to some extent. In terms of protection, they're all fairly even. Degiro offers a bit more protection up to the 100k mark in terms of cash. With sign up, again, they're all fairly straightforward to sign up with. I did have issues with Degiro in that they didn't actually accept my Revolut account as a proper bank account, which was kind of frustrating. So if you do use Revolut as your bank account to do your investing, then it might be something to consider. In terms of exposure to the Irish market, Degiro is the clear winner here. If that's something important to you as an Irish investor, then I would definitely go with Degiro. In terms of ETFs, Revolut do not offer any at the minute. Hopefully they will in the future, but not right now. And Trading212 and Degiro do offer these. In terms of fractional shares, which is a really important thing for new investors, as I think one share of Amazon is something like $3,300 right now. So the ability to buy fractional shares is extremely important. Revolut and Trading212 do offer this. From what research I've done, Degiro don't. I saw a tweet there from a couple of months ago of them telling a customer that they're not offering that yet. Hopefully they'll bring that out in the future, as that's a really valuable thing to have. Then a practice account, which is something that Trading212 offers and the other two don't. Trading212 seem to give a lot of value for very little to their end users. Now, I feel like in the coming years and months as they grow, they're going to start charging for additional services. But right now, as they're quite new and they're growing, they're giving a lot of value for completely free, which is great. So that practice account is fantastic if you're a new investor. And in terms of market exposure, Revolut is completely US based at the minute. I'm sure they're going to offer more markets in the future, but for now it's just US based. So if you want a bit more global diversification, then I would be thinking of Trading212 or Degiro. But for me personally, I think Trading212 ticks all the boxes for me. It's by far the best investment app that I've used. And of course, the zero fees is a massive thing too. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know what platform you use. I'll leave links to some information and referral links in the description as well if you want to check those out. So thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.